Hi guys, so this is a Thoughts with Queen T, and so it's been a bit since I've done one of these videos. I always get self-conscious when I do these ones. I don't know why, for some reason. The past couple times when I've tried to do a Thoughts with Queen T, I feel like I go on a tangent and I'm just like, not is this good? Like, I don't do it for that, but I'm like, is this something like people would be interested in? Like, do I get off topic? So like, in my hands, if you've watched any of my other videos, I have my whiteboard. So like, this is just if you see me like look down, I'm like, okay, this is the topic I'm talking about. We gotta stay on topic. So that's it. But the topic that I want to discuss is kind of encompassing a little bit of different things, but essentially, what I have felt is something, it's been discussed and it's been, it's in songs. One that kind of made me think about it a lot, Sam Smith actually just came out with a song called Love Me More. Came back out, cannot speak, came out in April, and so it really made me think about it, like the lyrics kind of, like how songs really like hit home, and it really made me think about some different things, and like I felt like in my story, I felt like a main like I wasn't a main character almost. I felt like I was a supporting character. I wasn't living my life like I could to the fullest and doing what I wanted to do, and really like people pleasing and not being genuinely me, and constantly trying to living up to standards that other people wanted. And so that's where the topic for today is: love yourself. So a lot of like, kind of with self-reflection, things I've seen, things I've heard, if you are not genuinely you, people will easily see that. They will see through that. And, for me, you can obviously like be there as much as you want to be. You can easily like give in, be a push, almost kind of being a pushover in some cases. And for myself, like over the years, I've grown. You constantly grow as a person, but like for me, over the years, you constantly grow into the person you are today. And as that continues to happen in life, sometimes as you grow, the things maybe that you were once a part of or once, enjoyed, whatever, maybe that's just not the case anymore. Sometimes with growth, things just happen. And I think, one, hi, honey. Teddy came, sorry. And I think one kind of thought that a lot of people like in their 20s have is, oh, I'm going to have all these things. Like once you kind of graduate college, you're going to have this, 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 and this, kind of checking off boxes. And I was kind of having that, thought process too, because you see, you know, kind of this not really extravagant life, but you see like on television, like, you know, the kind of life as a young adult being portrayed like, oh, you're gonna kind of have this, but is that the life you want, or is that really gonna happen? Because in some cases, you move away from where you once had that life, or you move away from that life entirely. So you might have to start new. And, for me, it really took just like stepping back, thinking a lot about, okay, in my life, what is it that I want? What do I want to achieve? what do I want to give? And so, like, my goals for just this entire year, that my entire life, is, you know, volunteering at, you know, the animal shelter where I got my dog, where I got Teddy. Taking classes, because you do have to take a class before you can even like start volunteering there. And then I signed up and joined the Alliance, a work group, part of the LGBTQ like alliance group at work, and, you know, hopefully getting involved with different things in my own community to be a part of that organization and that group here to help and kind of contribute, because that is what I want to do. I want to do things that help other people, and I'm tired of constantly giving energy and doing things that I feel, you know, where it's just not genuine, because my feelings and like actions are genuine, but where those actions and feelings are being like genuinely given, it's just not being received genuinely. So I'm just like tired and it's exhausting. So I'm just like, okay, like I'm tired of like feeling depressed about that and feeling like I've done something wrong in that regard. So that's where it's important to know yourself, know your value, and know your, like, where is that respect, where is your worth, and go from there. Because, like, if you're not respected, if you don't have that worth, like, I don't know, like, I've learned enough recently to where it's like, you can't keep doing this. The teeter-totter, it can't keep going back and forth. You've got to pick one or the other. It can't keep going like this. And I know it's hard, it's difficult, it's a difficult decision, especially if you want to really like try and make it work. And for some, you try and you try and that effort is put in, but then it's just not received. And so, you know, what do you do? And that's where, even like for me, I'm very like, I have social anxiety. I'm very introverted, but I'm really trying my best to put myself out there, even with like my colleagues at work. Been really trying to get to know them more, you know, getting involved with different like work groups and everything through there to try and get to know people more. Because the more, not saying the more people you know, but like obviously, like to me, everyone is on this earth for a reason. There is something each person contributes in some way, shape, or form. And if there are days where it's like you feel, because I've had those days too, where it's like, why am I here, you know? And it's like, it's a shame, because, you know, there are good souls out there, and if you feel that way, and if someone makes you feel that way, that's not fair. And it's such a shame. And so that's honestly too why I made like this playlist, why I honestly started this YouTube channel, even though it's been like what's goods for how many weeks, days, you know, is to have a community of people to know that they're not alone, to know, hey, like, this is a place where you can come and you're not alone. Like, if you are feeling down or depressed, like, here is some advice. I know it's not going to help for everyone. Every situation is different. But at least like in my case, in my kind of scenario, this is how I'm trying to make it work. Maybe it might work for you as well. In some cases, therapy works. In some cases, getting outside is kind of like nature's therapy. Different things work for different people. And so trying to find what works best for everybody and having some sort of interaction also helps. Like just doing something that you enjoy just helps. And that's too why I got that's why I got Teddy, is he helps, like someone's around to like kind of liven up the day. So then you don't feel alone. Someone's there. So, I do read the comments. If you want to leave a comment, there is no pressure whatsoever. But, I always do respond or try to respond with something kind of somewhat creative. But this is a place for kind of a community and for people not to feel so alone and, down, and to kind of stick together. So that's kind of the topic for today, not to ramble on, but it's important to be genuinely you and to really know and love yourself and be your own main character. Don't be the supporting character in your own story, because that's not fair and that's outrageous. So feel free to leave any comments down below if you want, no pressure whatsoever. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.